getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, what's good? Happy Thursday. Good afternoon, and welcome. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score, 100.7 The Score mobile app, and on television, Fox 34 News Now, YouTube, Fire Stick, your Roku, your Apple TV, lots of different ways to take us in however you're doing so. Thank you for making us part of your Thursday afternoon. Alongside Chris Snead, I'm Chois Woodman. We got Ben Portman across the way taking care of us. You can join the conversation if you'd like to. Your thoughts, comments, questions, hopes, dreams, whatever you got, bring it all in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. You can take that app anywhere with you, even if you're out in Old Glory, Texas. You can listen in.
It's right down the road from Aspermont.
That's right.
Yeah, between Aspermont and Stamford. Used to have a gas station.
No longer?
Nope.
Hey, yo, Sneader.
What's up?
The man with 1,000 screens in front of him.
I only see two.
What? What are you looking at? That's not today.
No, but it's a history of you having more than at least two screens in front of you.
I think that was the day that I was in here and I had two meetings going on at the same time on different devices.
We got plenty to get into, Snead.
Yeah.
We will. Well, I only get you around here once a week now, so
if you're lucky,
I'm sure you'll have some stuff you want to talk about.
Not going to get me next week, that's for sure.
I will. We'll get into a lot of different things. We'll talk, kind of preview Big 12 Media Days because that is on tap for next week. What to expect from Texas Tech, Big 12. Otherwise, we'll get into 4th of July festivities, whatever everybody wants to talk about, what you're doing, all of that. Hopefully, everybody can stay intact. We can talk about the ref show in the World Cup last night.
Here we go.
I just thought I'd just kind of trigger you to start the show off. The U.S. survived.
They
tried to screw us, and we won it anyway.
Can I just say this?
And they being one guy.
That was a terrible call. It wasn't
just that one. It was throughout the game.
He was bad. He was bad both ways.
Two jersey grabs that weren't yellow cards.
Wait a second. One that resulted, a jersey grab that resulted in a free kick that resulted in the second goal.
No, that one. That was not one I was talking about. That wasn't even one I was talking about.
How do you think that Malik got that shot?
Yes, that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about complete no calls on other ones.
He was a lot. Unless you had a howitzer, he was probably not going to call a whole lot.
Man,
unless you accidentally step on someone's ankle, then it's a red card.
Goodness.
Of course, that was the VAR, and I think that.
But he still makes the call on that, though, right?
I think no. There's assistants, the video assistant referee. Yeah, there's two guys in a room,
right,
and a third guy.
But that's still a conference decision.
I think the guys the VAR guys are really more telling that guy.
Okay,
because they're getting they've got better video in that room. He gets that one screen. It's kind of like when we go to the deal, we get this one little tablet. Meanwhile, we get this one little tablet there on the field, and it's like inside of that deal, that little hood. But meanwhile, they're showing it on the Jumbotron right behind us, and we're instructed, do not look at the Jumbotron.
Don't look at the giant screen you have available.
I have to look at everything that they're showing on the Jumbotron is what we're seeing on the screen down here. Is exactly.
Yeah.
And they say, do not look at the Jumbotron. Do not. And so we're like, okay. And so here, me as a scribe, I have to to peer over the referee's shoulder. And this is a great little sidebar on that. So the Tennessee-Alabama game, when Tennessee upsets Alabama, there's a replay in the first quarter, and it's tight. And I'm kind of, we're kind of all amped up at the beginning of that game. Everybody, players, coaches, fans, everybody, even officials were amped up. And there's a replay, and I'm looking over, and at one point, the referee, Jason Autry, kind of taps me on the shoulder because I have now leaned and I'm in front of him looking at the video.
The video board.
I'm in front of him. And it's hilarious when you watch it on TV. When you look at it, you see me kind of leaning in, and he kind of taps me to push out. And I go, oh, geez, I just got in front of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, the VAR guys screwed that up.
I was just trying to.
That's a terrible call.
Just trigger you.
Terrible
have
call.
A little fun.
Awful.
But we'll talk mostly football. We're creeping closer to football season. Inside of 70 days.
Happy Pac-12 day.
It is. I thought that was yesterday.
Yesterday was Pac-12 day.
I was about to say, that was yesterday because
it's official.
It is revived. So Snead has a job.
I have a job again.
He has a bunch of jobs.
I never lost a job.
He has a bunch of jobs, but
I chose to leave the SEC.
He is Pac-12 in it next year.
I sure am.
This year.
Pac-12 after dark.
That's a new thing, or a returned thing, I should say. So that'll be fun. But we got plenty we'll talk about over the next 3 hours or so. So
full show.
If y'all have got comments, Snead's here for the full show. If y'all got comments, questions, whatever you want to get into, we welcome it on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. We've been, it's kind of scatter shooting throughout the summertime because we got games on. So we've had a couple of shows so far this week, but Brendan Sorsby put out a statement. So this will be the last we hear of Brendan Sorsby for a while. So Snead has some opinions on that, I'm sure.
I do. I have some. As I've had a soliloquy on Brett Yormark and the Big 12 and the schools that have taken their shots at Tech, I now have a soliloquy for Brendan Sorsby.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
I am ready to just start talking about Will Hammond, though.
This will be the last
today.
time I speak of Brendan Sorsby.
I'm ready to talk about Will Hammond.
I mean, spoiler alert, it's not going to be flattering for him.
Okay. We'll also look at the depth chart a little further for Texas Tech football, as we kind of got a version of it earlier this week. So we'll chatter about that. But we'll have some conversations about what to expect at Big 12 Media Days next week. And y'all can, if you've got questions you want answered, we welcome those. Doesn't mean we'll ask them for sure, but we'll.
Radio Shack?
What?
Are you Radio Shack? You've got questions we've got answered?
I forgot about that. You had to explain that one. I remember the slogan now that you say it. I remember back in the day we used to have a Radio Shack in Dumas.
Be a manager of a Radio Shack, and I would call him,
Those don't exist anywhere, right?
They're gone.
Completely
They are
defunct.
Makula.
I'm old enough to remember those.
And the Dodo Bird. And he used to answer these. Thank you for calling Radio Shack. You've got questions. We've got answers. This is Wayne. How can I help you?
Nice.
And I would always say, y'all sell batteries?
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy to be part of your Thursday. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Choice, Snead, and Ben. I'll keep those thoughts and comments coming in the Yates Flooring Center chat line.
Lee, Blank, and Greenwood. Is that what they say on Marty McGee?
I don't know.
They do. They do. Okay. They have a Lee. They use the Lee. I can't say it. Blank and Greenwood.
Let's see. A few thoughts on the chat line. Of the new Pac-12 schools, how many are AAU and high research institutions like they insisted new members have 10 years ago? They screwed themselves on that 10 years ago.
They did play themselves. And, I would bet the answer to that is none 0.0.
I guess probably the two remaining ones.
I don't think Washington State and Oregon State are.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know either. But I thought that was kind of part of the...
Well, we'll find out here. I'll get on the Googler here.
They didn't want you because you were in Middle America last time.
We were truck stop schools, as they referred to us.
Yeah.
That was the Stanford
Cal, yeah.
referred to us as truck stop schools, and they were specifically talking about Texas Tech and Oklahoma State.
Yep. The VAR officials make recommendations to the referee, not rulings, so the on-site referee has the final say.
There it is. I've just learned something.
And it says, frankly, using slow-mo replay was not supposed to be allowed for that situation either. I don't know. I'd have to read and learn. Someone else says definitely a ref show. Was definitely a ref show. He should be investigated. That's like the harshest thing you can say about an official is ever questioning integrity.
Yeah.
But when you get into international play, that's where it probably comes up the most. Because you never know a guy's background. You never know if a guy
you've got an American
quietly
team playing
hates
against
America or quietly hates Iran or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he could never. I mean, he may not be posting on social media about it, but
I don't have to do very much. It's just that wasn't that much of a foul.
Right?
Play on.
It's soccer. It's crazy that one referee. I'll never kind of grasp this, but one official has so much power. As soccer. I get there's 4 other guys out there and there's VAR, but one official.
There's 2 other guys. The assistant referee, all he really is a babysitter.
Yeah. But there's one guy that has final say so. He has so much power. Yeah. You don't really have a system of checks and balances. And I know you have a white hat in football, but it's not the same as
the white hat. Let me.
He has final say.
His final say is flipping on the mic and saying what he's basically parroting what the rest of the crew is saying to him.
True.
You know, I mean, he has say over. Was that roughing the passer? Was that a hold on my right tackle? But outside of that, you know, the rest of the game, he's basically parroting what the other officials were telling him.
Right.
Because he can't watch for DPI. He can't watch for
sure.
For
you're having
holding on the other side of the line. If he is, he's not doing his job. So he's basically a parrot. The guy says, "I've got pass interference by the defense."
It's just crazy to me. Not only the power that one official has in soccer, but also that they expect that guy to basically see everything on a field that's bigger than a
here's the thing.
Field. I know he's got help.
He's only got the area with the action on the ball. All he has to do is follow. It's the one sport where you actually follow the ball as the official.
Yeah.
And we don't, in baseball, it's like, don't follow the ball. You follow the ball, you get thrown in the back of your head, Hey, football, you better be looking out in front of the ball or, deep, way ahead of the ball.
Sure.
You can't be watching the ball, or in basketball, same thing. If you're just sitting there watching the ball go into the hoop, you're not watching the action by the players. Soccer is the one where you have to actually watch where the ball's at.
But the harsh thing is, we won't ever know if this guy has it out for America or not. But his actions, even if they didn't keep America from winning the game, it absolutely affects you in the next game.
It does.
Because of the red card. So that one bad call, and if he is the one that has the final say off the VAR, then that's
interesting
huge.
to know.
It's on him.
Yeah, that is on him.
So who knows? It's a tough situation, but if you're going to be,
if you're the team that you think you are, you can beat Belgium without him.
You've got to be able to overcome attrition.
Yep, you sure.
All right, so Brendan Sorsby released a statement at the beginning of the week. You said you have thoughts on this. The floor is yours, Snead.
You know what bugs me about Brendan Sorsby's
Should I read the statement?
Yeah.
Okay. The statement from Brendan Sorsby, this came out on Monday, was... I'll go through this quickly. There's been a lot of news about me out there, and I want to share this statement to make sure things are clear. I accept 100% responsibility for my actions. I did not have control of my gambling problem, and it took getting caught for me to realize that. But it was truly the best thing that could have happened to me. Because of this, I have been able to get the help I need and fully focus on my recovery. The news about the supplemental draft changes nothing about my recovery journey. I will continue to take it one day at a time, focusing on making myself better throughout this process and making sure to share what I have learned and will continue to learn with others going forward. I am fully committed to being the best version of myself that I can be while getting ready for the 2027 draft. God makes no mistakes, and I look forward to seeing the good that is to come from this.
You know what he didn't say?
What did he not say?
I really appreciate everyone at Texas Tech for helping me to make it through this time, and basically anything that acknowledges that I was waiting for the point when the first time I heard that being read. I think Chuck read it for the first time, maybe on Monday or Tuesday, and I was waiting for the point where he thanks Texas Tech, Kirby Hocutt, Coach McGuire, and for helping him and recognizing that he had a problem and doing the right things, and all the people at Texas Tech that did so much. Because now, yes, you're moving on, Brendan Sorsby. You're leaving Texas Tech. But guess what? We're still wearing that. We're still wearing that in the press. I just saw a meme last night. Actually, it was today. The United States should get that Lubbock judge to overturn this call.
It was funny. Big Cat from Barstool said that.
So, we're still wearing it. You're walking on. And, we're still wearing this every day. And would it be too much for us to get just a thank you, Texas Tech? I appreciate Texas Tech for everything that they've done, because you didn't play a single stinking down for us. Mm-mm. And yet we've been vilified. We still have athletic directors still ripping on us. You have a whole conference meeting about whether to play you or not based on what you did. And you came here and you acknowledged that you didn't do this. Is it too much for us to get a stinking apology from you? I'm sorry that Texas Tech is having to go through this for what I caused. I caused this. And maybe Texas Tech doesn't want that. Maybe they want to just disappear this and go away, don't say our names or whatever. But you know what? As a fan, as an alumni, as a booster, as a supporter of Texas Tech, I damn sure do want that from you. Because you sold my university. And I'm having to deal with this, not personally, but I'm talking about the I in the collective we. How about that? We are having to collectively deal with this, and you're long gone. You're off going to the NFL next year. And we're having to deal with this.
I don't disagree that it would have been nice for a nod towards Texas Tech, but at the same time, I'm ready for the separation there.
Oh, I am too.
So I think he said everything that was correct. Yes, there may be an omission of help. Hey, I should thank these people that really had my back. But he said everything correct finally. Like, hey, I need to focus on the draft. I'm really glad that he didn't sue the NFL, because it would have been a really dumb thing to do.
Yes.
Kessler was all ready to do it, but I'm glad he didn't, because, as stated before, Brendan Sorsby needs the NFL a whole lot more than the NFL needs Brendan Sorsby. So if he would have sued them before he ever played for them, probably wouldn't have been a good thing. But Big 12 Media Days arrives next week, and we get to talk about Will Hammond. I'm sure there'll be plenty of... It won't be the last of Brendan Sorsby we're talking about, because, well, Media Days is next week. But hopefully that's the last of it.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Independence Day Eve. He's Chris Snead. I'm Chois Woodman. Ben Portman across the way taking care of us. Y'all keep your thoughts and comments coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Lots of interaction on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Most disagreeing with you. But
okay.
This one says, I think him bringing up Tech would just add more fuel to the fire.
That's fair.
Another one says, no, he needs to keep Texas Tech out of his mouth. And then we got the picture of Will Smith with his wife. Says, Sorsby, keep Texas Tech's name out your mouth.
I just would like to have just an apology.
Okay.
And just an acknowledgement of Texas Tech and say, thanks to those guys. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't expect, Chuck felt the same way as I did when he said it, and he was shouted down too.
Okay.
And I'm just of the opinion that
I'm curious if someone at Tex may have said.
I think someone did. The fact that it was decidedly not included with there because Texas Tech has decidedly had his back, and I'm sure that someone will probably reach out to me after the show and say, we actually asked him not to say anything about us.
That's what I'm curious about.
I would tell them the same way. I think that was a mistake. Because you're going to wear this a year from now. You're still going to wear the Brendan Sorsby stuff. Yeah. 2 years from now, you're still going to wear the Brendan Sorsby stuff. That guy never played it down for you.
Brendan Sorsby was another Adam James. That's what this was.
Well, no, the difference
they're
between
different situations.
There's a difference in that situation. Adam James actually contributed for you.
No, let me explain what I mean by this.
I actually know where you were going with that.
Brendan Sorsby is another Adam James. It's a means to an end.
I know.
People hated on Texas Tech through Brendan Sorsby because Texas Tech, it's not about just opportunity.
It's the opportunity to take shots at Tech because we're doing things that they can't do and or don't like us doing.
People can say all they want that if this happened to LSU, it would be handled the same way by public. It's not true. People hates Texas Tech. People hate Texas Tech because you have upset the college football landscape.
Yep.
You have entered territory you're not supposed to be in. Brendan Sorsby, I'm not saying he's a scapegoat because it's not the truth. He deserved criticism. There's all sorts of stuff goes along with this, but it was a means to an end. Adam James was a means to an end when it came to getting rid of Mike Leach. There was unrest between the two parties already.
Yeah.
Mike Leach plenty at fault. Texas Tech plenty at fault. There was already problems. The Adam James situation was an opportunity to say, okay, we're done here. Yeah. So that's what I mean on the comparison.
I agree. I don't disagree. I mean, and there's not a right answer on this. Tech probably did want it to go away. They're probably tired of talking about it. They're tired. And
it's not going to go
it's not. You're going to wear this for a while. I mean, and you're going to be attached to this stuff right now. Every time you see the meme, everyone's, every team's least favorite team, and got an American flag and there's a double T next to it. You got LSU who's got an Ole Miss next to it, and it's just.
The guy with the Will Smith text actually says, "I just saw the opportunity to make a joke. It would have been nice for Sorsby to thank Texas Tech for his support both privately and publicly. I agree with Snead." So you did have one.
Hey, I don't expect that people are going to. I think there's a selection of people that at this point just want it to go away, but it's not going to go away. And if it's not going to go away, then the guy that caused it, it would be at least nice to have him say, "Hey, I know I caused some problems for Texas Tech, and I'm sorry for that."
Texter says, moving on from Sorsby, yes, but we as a collective should not let Yormark and the rest of the Big 12 officials and schools, however far they are willing to go to punish us for absolutely nothing while Cincinnati goes unscathed.
That's exactly right.
I am curious, how much of that gets brought up next week? I mean, we're looking for storylines. We're looking for stuff that's going to be talked about. You've got 6 Red Raiders that are going, 7 including Joey McGuire, that are going to Big 12 Media Days. Every single one of them will answer questions about Brendan Sorsby.
I would have them all practice this statement right here. We are 100% behind Will Hammond as our quarterback at Texas Tech, and wish Brendan and his future in his future endeavors. However, he does not play for us, and we only wish to comment on players that play for Texas Tech. They should all learn that statement.
I bet they will.
The only statement they give when Brendan Sorsby's name is mentioned at Media Days, which it will be 17 times.
Just 17?
On the first day. Well, the only day in the first interview.
So, I think, I want to see, is anybody going to have the huevos,
fortitude,
the intestinal fortitude to ask anything about Cincinnati. Like,
Are you going to be there?
I'll be there. I'll ask, but I'm usually on air or something during the time that Brett Yormark's at the podium.
I will be. I get
questions.
on vacation. I get to Dallas the day after that ends. If you guys got me a credential, I would 1,000% go up and ask every coach. I would ask Brett Yormark. I would ask every coach at Cincinnati, every player, every Brendan Sorsby question I could ask. At what point in time do you guys get questioned about this?
They'll continue to say, "Oh, Cincinnati went through all the avenues they were supposed to."
Really? You said we didn't knowingly play? A guy bet for 2 years in your school and you didn't know that? You either weren't looking or you're too stupid to know.
There's
only two answers to that.
There's no proof out there against them right now, but the fact is the Big 12 and the NCAA don't want to look for the proof.
No, they don't. And once again, Cincinnati, if you say you didn't know, then you're either negligent or stupid. One or the other. Because it's not, so shrug your shoulders. Well, almost. You're negligent or you're stupid. Because you're supposed to know that.
This text says, frankly, I would have preferred that Sorsby thank Cincinnati for allowing him to play the last 2 years while dealing with his gambling addiction. That would have been hilarious. And take one extra jab at Cincinnati. Yeah. It would have been great.
Yeah.
If he took that shot at him. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
We'll talk about other storylines, other things going on with the Big 12 Conference. Coming up. You all right over there?
I'm smiling at Ben Poorman.
And ice cream, too.
Oh.
Because why not? It's summertime.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy Thursday, everyone. This is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app, powered by Happy State Bank. We're on television, Fox 34 News Now. Hi, Mom. YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. Lots of different ways to take us in, however you're doing so. We thank you for making us part of your Thursday afternoon. Tell us your 4th of July plans if you want. That's welcome on the Yates Flooring Center chat line.
What are you going to be doing?
I'll be traveling west.
I'll be sitting in the front yard with a lawn chair watching the fireworks from our neighborhood.
All across the Lubbock skyline?
No, our neighborhood where we live.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
we're outside the city limits.
You ever perch up on on the back of a pickup or anything and just look at the skyline?
You know what used to be a good place to go watch before it became a fenced-in deal? The old University Plaza parking garage.
Okay.
Once upon a time, you could go and get up on the top of that, and you could sit and look at the city's fireworks show. It was great.
That'd be good.
Another place where you used to be able to get, if you would, right where you go underneath, if you on I-27, right as you turn, kind of right by the loop, on the north loop. If you got off and you got on the access road there, and you pull off, and you would get a great look at the city fireworks show. But when I moved into our current neighborhood, we're outside the city limits, and I remember the first year driving back in about 10:30 after the Hall of Fame induction that night on 4th of July, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I said, "I just drove into Beirut," and it's Andrea Watson, wife of George Watson. She nicknamed it Baby Beirut, and so we just get out on the driveway, a couple lawn chairs, and
it's the way to go.
You know, I got to the point where we'd sit out there at 7:30, from 7:30 till dark, and we would pop some small stuff, you know. But now, I don't, the grandkids were just here, so they're not going to be here this weekend. So we'll just, me and the wife will just sit out there in the lawn chairs and we'll have a bottle of wine and watch some stuff.
13,000 firework-related injuries are expected this year.
Yeah, I won't be one of them.
I don't know. Someone in your neyborhood accidentally tips it over.
Hey,
and
there is watching.
Back up, Terry!
Oh, Terry! Back up, Terry!
Sorry, keep going.
That is too good to pass up.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, Terry! So when I was walking before I got arthritis in my knees, when I would get up on morning after 4th of July and walk the neighborhood, and it looked like, oh my Lord, just like you would pass by some people who really do it up. I mean, they've got their mortar shell things, and you're just like, holy cow. And where we live, the rule is pretty much this. Tonight is going to be you can ramp up. Tomorrow night might as well be 4th of July. 4th of July is like, shock and awe. And then the next night you get up until 10 o'clock. Or 11, no, it's like up until midnight. After midnight, we don't want to hear that stuff anymore. July 6th? Nah.
Yeah.
And it's like, and people know that, and they've gotten better about that. And you'll hear a stray firework every once in a while after July 5th. But gosh almighty, you put on a fireworks show on July 6th, and the neighbors will be at your house with pitchforks.
Yeah. So, y'all tell us what you're doing. Fun, otherwise, 4th of July.
I'm not even sure if I'm going to be grilling anything.
Big 250 here.
I may have to go, maybe I'll go get me a couple of burger patties and we'll make a burger.
Snead, were you alive during the bicentennial? You would have been, right?
1976. Yes, I was.
Easy. I'm just checking. I wasn't 100% sure. I have
been alive for 20% of America.
Okay. 20% of America? Okay.
America's 250, right?
Yeah.
I'm 57.
Yeah, we're 250, so.
I've been alive 20% of America. Is that right?
So.
Yeah, that's right. More than 20%. More like 26% of America.
You knew how to say the bicentennial. That was pretty easy. Do you know what 250 years is called?
I know what 150 is. The sesquicentennial.
Same.
Is it a bicycle centennial?
It is the semiquincentennial.
Semiquincentennial.
Yes.
So you kind of like Roman numerals. You start going backwards.
Semiquincentennial.
Yeah.
That's how you say it.
Semiquincentennial.
Someone says, I was about to say, back it up, Snead.
Oh, Lord, back up, Snead, back it up.
Yeah. This text, or do we know when Joey speaks at media days? I don't know if they've released the. Well, actually,
I would probably, safe to say, they would probably put Tech in one of those times that's probably prime, because they want to make sure that all the media is there for it.
So actually, I think it is released. Do you know what this is? Who the title sponsor is here?
If it's a gambling company, I'm going to be
No, that would actually be really fun.
I would be apoplectic.
It is something that probably some would say is not good for you, though.
For us?
For anybody.
Was it like a hemorrhoid cream?
It's not. No, that's good for you. It's just. Oh man.
What do you ask us?
Hemorrhoid cream.
I mean, it's like the Big 12 Media Days brought to you by Preparation H.
Oh,
with witch's hazel.
No, I'm saying this is something like some would say is not good for you.
What, a weed? Is it that hippie lettuce?
All right.
Hippie lettuce? THC,
it is the 2026
CBD?
Monster Energy Big 12 Football Media Days. Energy drinks.
Energy drinks.
I mean, that.
Well, you got to have all those energy drinks when you're going to be up late betting, right?
I guess so.
You make your 90,000 bet, you got to be on.
Yeah, we've got the list of who's there, that sort of thing, but we do not have, unless I've missed it, we don't have the schedule yet, which is kind of weird.
Okay.
I mean, we're not that far out. When do you release the schedule? Maybe this afternoon.
I do not know. I mean, well, what would you do differently if you knew?
So both broadcasts start at, like, the ESPNU part starts at 10 a.m. Central Time.
I will.
Here we go again. Big 12 never fails. Some things we put in Central Time, some things we put in Mountain Time. I mean, this is in the Central Time zone, so it makes sense, but they have different releases that are for different things.
What's going to be the story of Media Day?
Texas Tech.
Okay, so when does ESPNU's coverage start?
10 a.m.
Okay. When does their coverage stop?
Well, I don't know when each coach goes. I don't know.
Well,
when
I would probably bet you
goes.
as soon as ESPNU's coverage starts, whenever there's that amount, that's when Joey McGuire will be.
Because Brett Yormark will start things off at the podium.
And they will 100% want to have ESPNU and all them running so that they can take more shots at us.
Yeah. So we shall see. It's July 2nd. Do we have a new sponsor name for the Jones yet? I don't think we have jersey patches
Snead Legacy Group
or a sponsor for the Jones yet.
I've got my ideas about what's going to happen.
The texter says probably Monster Energy and hymns. He said I called it. Yeah.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It's a Thursday afternoon, the Bottom Line. 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score app. Chois, Snead, Ben. A lot of people probably already traveling, hitting the road, maybe took off. Most people have tomorrow off, so hopefully you're enjoying the holiday weekend.
Ironically, not a bank holiday.
It does not...
not a bank holiday
did not
tomorrow.
Carry over, really?
I am going to be working
I did not realize that.
This will be the first day before 4th of July I've worked in literally 25 years.
It's an observed holiday for
the rest of the world.
For us, yeah.
But it is not a bank holiday. I will be at the office tomorrow.
Go see Snead. All right, let's get to a question.
Time now for Jamie's question of the day on 100.7 The Score. Brought to you by someone not named Jamie and presented by Connecticut of West Texas. Life's hard, your water shouldn't be.
I am stealing this question.
From who?
I can't remember who it comes from, so I can't credit them, but I'm stealing this because it'll be featured on an upcoming episode of Ask Level next week. Check out the podcast. But my question to you, Snead, and Ben, and the rest of our fine listening audience, if you could inject truth serum into any one person at Big 12 Media Days next week, where you get only straightforward, truthful answers, any single person, who would you inject the truth serum into? Going like liar situation here.
Oh, this is a really good question. The person that would probably the most, but he's not in the Big 12, so would be the athletic director at Georgia, but he's not in the Big 12, so I can't.
No, it's got to be someone. But it would
probably be Brett Yormark.
I'm guessing this will be the number one answer.
Yeah, and the reality is, I would probably bet that Brett Yormark is saying to the world, I know Texas Tech did everything they were supposed to do. I know Texas Tech is the only one who's actually in the right here. However, the 15 other athletic directors whom I work for are all telling me I have to come down on Texas Tech and really hammer Tech. And so I'm going to have to do things that I don't want to do, which is try to make Texas Tech responsible for the legal fees of this whole shenanigan. Mm-hmm. Because Jamie Pollard says I should, and he's going to push the other athletic directors and presidents to do this, which is fine. Hey, that's fine. But Jamie Pollard's doing this from a position where I don't have to play Texas Tech this year.
Jamie Pollard's doing it from the position where, hey, we just got you know that parable in the Bible where the king or the guy is forgiven a small amount of debt.
Yeah. Yes.
And then, forgiven a huge amount of debt. And then he's got a servant that has a small amount of debt against him.
And he won't do the same.
And he throws him into debtor's prison. This is Jamie Pollard right now.
Yep.
Because Jamie Pollard just got forgiven $250,000 by the league for something that they should get fined for, which is not playing in a bowl game because you screwed everybody else in the league.
Mm-hmm. You screwed us out of money.
So that's where Jamie Pollard, he should keep his mouth shut on this situation. Mm-hmm. Don't be saying who should be paying money when you haven't even paid up on your debt. Sorry, go on.
My answer is going to stay. It's going to stay with
your mark.
Your mark.
I think that's a great answer.
But I would probably also say, well, I'm going to leave it at your mark. But if it was outside of that, I think that the next person would probably be one of these Big 12 blogger guys. Pick one that's just ripping on Tech right now. And the fact of the matter is, the ones who have actually read and know what the situation is are the ones who I would say, because those guys are only saying it because it's the popular opinion to get the clicks. That's all they really want is the clicks. They're not interested in telling you the truth. They're interested in telling you what will get more people to click on their website, on their blog, on their page, on their whatever.
So, with that, Ben?
You said the words truth serum.
Truth serum. Being fully truthful, forthright.
The only name that came to my mind, Scott Satterfield. Let's hear the whole story of Cincinnati's perspective on what went down these past couple years.
True that.
Plain and simple.
Yep.
Outside of Brett Yormark, take it to him. We want to hear it all.
Yep, that's my answer as well. I think those are the two answers that are clearly the best. Either one. I want to know what Brett Yormark actually thinks and actually knows and believes. But Scott Satterfield's it. Because I would love to know what Cincinnati actually knew, how they handled things.
Once again, finish your thought.
That's where it is. And I think if you ask this question around the league, Joey McGuire is probably the answer for most too.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Once again, when it comes to Cincinnati, Scott Satterfield, if you didn't know this was happening at your place, you're either negligent or stupid. One or the other.
Yeah. Yep. So, and negligence is not an excuse.
No, it's not.
It's not. By the way, it didn't work for Art Briles. Different situations, but he claimed negligence and still lost his job as he should have. Y'all can respond, answer that question any way you would like on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score app. Texter says, I'd inject Satterfield. I'd want to know exactly how much he knew about Sorsby.
All of it.
Look, I think people in the Big 12 office knew.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that get alerted to this prohibit thing that is going on. But what did they do? They tell Cincinnati, hey, y'all got this. Check it out. Make sure you get your ducks in a row. But we're not going to investigate any further. Big 12 knew. Back to the chat line. Texas Tech is red and black. Don't we have Mahomes and many other white uniforms? White is part of our color scheme, by the way.
Yes.
Why is that okay? Pot calling the kettle. Yeah, white is one of the official university colors.
And you have to wear white as a uniform.
Yeah.
As a road uniform.
I think every single school has white somewhere in their color scheme.
Well, and you have to wear a light-colored uniform on the road, or a flip if agreed to by mutual agreement.
Viva73 says, I hate it when Tech wears their gray jerseys when Tech has no gray in their dang color scheme.
I will say this. That year that we wore the all gray uniform with the gray helmet, I really kind of liked that.
The Mahomes one or the one before that?
The one when Mahomes was in school.
Okay.
And when we wore that, I kind of liked it as a cool alternate uniform. I wouldn't want it to be in the rotation. Yeah. I mean, well, shouldn't say the rotation. As a cool alternate, like once a year. Once wearing stuff like that all the time, once a year would have been kind of nice. Not as this is what we're going to wear on the road now.
So, by the way, if you haven't seen the Mahomes, the new Texas Tech uniforms are being sold now.
I'm not a big fan.
So all it is,
I know it is.
They're basically the same, except no Adidas logo, a Mahomes Gladiator logo in place.
I'm okay with the Gladiator logo.
And they've got the updated double T on the collar as well. So,
I mean,
those are out and about.
The whole idea, I mean, I'm not gonna. Some things are just better to keep to yourself. I'm just gonna leave that one to myself.
Okay, we will get a new Mahomes uniform that I don't believe is along the same lines as the previous two. So we'll have a new alternate this year.
It's gonna be funny because at some point in time we're gonna rock that beveled double T as a throwback.
It won't be too long. Like 5 years down the road,
No, I think probably this year. I bet you
our throwback logo.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
On we go to hour number 3. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app, powered by Happy State Bank. We are on television, Fox 34 News Now. Also on YouTube. Go hit the like and subscribe buttons there. Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. A lot of ways you can take us in. However you're choosing to do so, we thank you for making us part of your Thursday. That's Chris Snead sitting off to my right. I'm Chois Woodman. Ben Portman across the way, taking care of us. You can also hit us up. Your thoughts, your comments, your questions, all of it welcome on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. Take the app anywhere with you. Even listen in if you're out in Freedom, Pennsylvania. Snead. He will have our statement for Tell Me I'm Wrong coming up in about a half hour. What do you want to talk about here? I don't know if there's anything burning a hole in your pocket.
Nothing really, I mean.
Well, we got to talk about something.
Seriously, this time of year, obviously we get awful patriotic about this time of year, and
we do.
It's so much of the Americana rolls out on us.
We do have a bunch of All-Americans out there, as we are ahead of Big 12 Media Days.
Yeah.
The Athlon Sports publication has put out their latest All-America and preseason All-Big 12 list. It is ridiculous how many Red Raiders are on that.
I heard part of this. It was
list.
like it was just a stupid number.
Okay. You might need toes for this to count. Okay. Fingers and toes.
Okay.
This is their all Big 12 list.
All right.
They have 4 different teams, so mind you. But the first team features Cameron Dickey, Terrence Carter, Howard Sampson, A.J. Holmes, Mateen Ibirgba. I think it's how you say his name, but, I heard him say it yesterday, and I was like, whoa. Adam Trick, Austin Romaine, Ben Roberts, Bryce Pollock, Stone Harrington, and Jacoby Williams as a kick returner. Snead, that is 11 first-team guys. 11. You can only have, if you want to go specialists included, 24 guys on a football team. 24 starters.
If you want to know why they're mad at you,
25
this is why.
Second team, Kenny Johnson, Sheridan Wilson, Jacoby Williams, all-purpose, Jacob Ponton, Trey White, John Curry, Brendan Jordan. Third team, Kenny Johnson as a punt returner. Fourth team, Hunter Zambrano as an offensive lineman. So that totals out to, I believe, 20 total guys. 20 on 4 teams. And really, almost everyone's on the first and second team.
If you're wondering why they're all mad at you, this is why. And it's not because you have them, it's because you have the ability to get them, and they don't. And that's the reason why. Because no matter what you want to think about where we are, they don't think you should be there. They think you should be the 6-6, 7-5 middling team that you used to be for so long.
Athlon also put out their preseason All-America team. A.J. Holmes and Bryce Pollock, both second-team members. Ben Roberts and Terrence Carter, third team, and Austin Romaine, fourth team. That's not all Big 12. That's all American list.
Wow.
ESPN has also posted its preview magazine All-Americans. Okay, so this is ahead of the season. 3 players, 3 Red Raiders for the All-America list. You want to guess who those 3 are?
3 All-Americans?
3 All-Americans per ESPN on their preseason list.
Ben Roberts.
He's actually not one of them.
Really? Okay, I would bet we would get somewhere in the defensive line. Holmes.
A.J. Holmes is one.
They put Cam Dickey in there?
They did not.
Okay. I may only be able to get one. Pollock,
there you go.
Surprised Ben Roberts in that one. They're all in the defense, aren't they?
Nope. Next one's offensive. He's getting some love. He may be your leading pass catcher this year.
Oh, Terrence Carter.
Yeah. This team's loaded with talent. I saw.
It really is.
I saw a guy. I don't even remember who it was. He was some sort of podcaster. He said Texas Tech would be his favorite to win the SEC this year. That'll only make a bunch of SEC people more mad at you for people saying stuff like that. I don't know if Texas Tech would win the SEC this year. You're going to go through far less competition in the Big 12.
This is 100%.
Especially since you're not playing BYU,
I think
Utah, or K-State.
There is this feel that the SEC is this week in, week out, just daily grind of, oh my gosh, we've got to play these guys. Oh my gosh, I've got to play Alabama, then I got to play Georgia, then I got to play LSU, and then I got to play Tennessee back to back weeks. When in reality, it's like you got Alabama, and now you're playing 5-7 Auburn, and then you're also playing 4-8 Kentucky.
You know what?
And then you're playing, on most years you're probably playing 2-10 Vanderbilt. But everyone thinks week in and week out, it's like, oh my God, I'm playing Alabama 12 times this year. No, you're playing Missouri also this year too.
Let's do an exercise.
Yeah.
Not right now. Let's do an exercise here after headlines. Where we'll take, 3 random SEC schools. We'll take their schedule and predict how Texas Tech would do in that exact schedule.
Yeah, I would love to do it.
Because I think, to your point, because like the Big 12, there's 16 teams in the SEC, and you don't play everybody. You don't have all tough games up and down the schedule.
Ask Texas how their SEC schedule was last year. Remember who that vaunted Texas SEC powerhouse played week 3?
Sam Houston?
The same team you're going to play week 3 this year.
That's right.
Okay?
No.
And nobody seemed to have
We're week 4.
Oh, sorry.
Because we got Houston week 3.
Yeah.
We got a tougher week 3 this year.
You know who they played before that?
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
Because they opened against Ohio State, right?
Yeah, and then they played...
No, not Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State. They're at Ohio State.
Texas opened against Ohio State?
That was game day's opening.
That's right.
And that was Corso's send-off.
And then they played someone soft in week 2 and barely snuck by.
Wasn't it Arkansas?
They played Arkansas later.
I don't remember. All right, let's roll through a couple of random schedules here. So, South Carolina.
Would Tech beat South Carolina?
No.
Oh,
South Carolina's schedule.
South Cackalack.
Let's see how Texas Tech would do if they had South Carolina's schedule.
Yes.
The irony of this. Kent State
would win by 30.
Towson.
Win by 40.
So Kent State, then Towson. Tech gets bashed for a light schedule. Mississippi State at home.
We'll win by 20.
At home.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets tough, and maybe the only really tough one the whole way. South Carolina or Texas Tech at Alabama. Texas Tech and Alabama are basically viewed almost the same in
where is that game being played?
Tuscaloosa.
Tech drops a close game. A very close game. Tech drops a 17-14 game.
Kentucky plays in Lubbock.
They get beat by 30.
Tech at Florida.
Tech wins by 20.
What?
Yes.
You mean you would do something Texas didn't do in all these hypothetical situations?
You would win by 20.
We're not Texas, Choice.
Because they had the decent quarterback that they had is no longer there. And people say DJ Lagway is not a decent quarterback. He actually
I think Baylor will be better than most think because of DJ Lagway this year.
Yeah.
Tennessee at Texas Tech.
At Tennessee at Tech, Tech wins a 28-22 game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're 6-1 through 7 games in this scenario. This one, if you're going to drop another game, is probably where it's at. South Carolina replacing them with Texas Tech at Oklahoma.
Oh, I think Tech would wipe with Oklahoma.
I would pick Tech, but that one's up for grabs.
Yeah.
A&M at Tech.
I think A&M would get run right out of Lubbock. Marcel Reed, you got nowhere to go, kid. You got nowhere to go.
Tech at Arkansas.
Tech will run that game.
Georgia at Texas Tech. They forfeited, remember? They're forfeiting this game.
And you know what? I think that, I'm gonna call a win there, a very close win.
And then the tough one to finish, Tech at Clemson. That's not going to happen that late because it's South Carolina.
Yeah. Clemson's not that. I'm going to Tech going away in that game.
I would pick Tech 11-1 or 10-2 with that schedule.
Yeah.
I'd say you may drop one at OU or at home against Georgia.
Do not think OU is going to win that many games.
Anyway, so there's that schedule. There's one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, how about let's run over to Vanderbilt's schedule.
Feel bad for Vanderbilt this year.
Austin P.
Let's go P. Ironically,
Nashville or in Lubbock.
My first ever SEC game as a white hat was Austin P at Vanderbilt.
Okay.
35-3. That was in 2011. Tech will win that game big.
Delaware at Vanderbilt or at Texas Tech.
Tech will win that game big.
Well, this one won't happen because they backed out of it. NC State in Lubbock.
I think Tech would win that game as well.
Texas Tech at Auburn.
Texas Tech would win that game by double digits.
Here's where it gets tough. Tech at Georgia.
I think Tech loses a close game there.
Ole Miss at Tech.
If Chambliss is the quarterback, and he still is, I think that game's going to be close, but I think Tech wins the game fairly comfortably.
Arkansas at Tech.
Tech blows them out.
Tech at Kentucky.
Tech blows them out.
Tech at Mississippi State.
Tech blows them out.
Bama at Tech.
Tech wins a close game.
Tech at Florida.
Tech blows them out.
Tennessee at Tech.
Tech beats them 28-22 again.
So once again, you're looking at an 11-1 or 10-2 schedule, just like the same. There are tougher games. There's no question.
But it's not every week.
Games.
Not every week they make it's the grind of the SEC. It's not a grind every week.
But the crazy people out there that say, "Oh, Tech would go 7-5 in the SEC."
No,
it's not true. It's not true. You wouldn't
throw us one more schedule. Let's do it.
You name the team.
Let's see.
Because those two were fairly easy.
Call Florida
schedules.
because that's when I know they've got 2 tough games on it. Call Florida.
Okay, Florida Gators schedule. If Texas Tech were to play it this year, they start with Florida Atlantic.
FAU Tech wins.
Zach Kitley.
Oh, the irony.
Campbell.
They're all over the Camels. Yeah.
At Auburn.
Blowout.
Ole Miss and Lubbock.
Would win comfortably.
In Columbia, Missouri.
They would win comfortably.
South Carolina at home.
Would win comfortably.
At Texas.
I think Tech's going to go into Austin. We got something. There's enough people around here that remember that 58-7. That we were going to.
Hey, I'm pretty sure it was 57-7.
Didn't matter.
Actually, I don't remember.
But
I tried not to remember.
I think it's 58-7.
Here's where Florida's tough. It's at Texas, then at Georgia, back-to-back weeks.
It's not at Georgia. It's Georgia. It's in Georgia.
Oh, sorry.
That's a cocktail party.
But you wouldn't play it that way. But,
here's the deal.
So
I think Tech versus Georgia on a neutral field is dang near toss-up. And I would probably go, you know what? Who's got the momentum at that point? I'm going to call it Tech.
OU and Lubbock.
Blowout.
At Kentucky.
Blowout.
Vanderbilt at home.
Blowout.
At Florida State.
They would win comfortably.
So once again, probably 9-3 at worst. More
that's
likely
not 9-3. Where's the loss in there?
I'm saying it at worst.
That's a 12-0. I just gave you a 12-0 on Florida schedule.
Yes, you did.
This has been the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 100-7thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.